June 28th, 1995.
Sheesh.
What event occurred at the end of June? It's draft day
Oh
in
wow.
Toronto for Rasheed Wallace.
Right there
And
in the
Corliss
zone. That's what it's
Williamson's
all
on this
going to
boat
happen
with you
tonight.
as well.
Everybody dreams and fortunes and
Remember the shoot?
and
It's
hopefully
crazy.
good luck will
It's
all come true
crazy.
tonight.
No,
That's
I
what
don't
everybody's
remember that
waiting
shit.
for. City of Toronto is
Good.
waiting for it.
But
I
it's
found
All
one.
the
crazy
guys,
how
Dr.
me and
McCoy and a whole
Corliss
bunch of other
ended
guys. That's
up
what we're
being
waiting for.
teammates.
Over the last
Hmm.
couple months, we went through all the questions with the media. Where do they think we'll end up at? Who do you want to go to? This and that.
Look at you,
We all gonna answer right up and down the
full of
line
hope,
the day the sun
ambition.
called out them names.
A draft in Toronto too. That's an interesting one that they sent you north of the border
Yeah.
for. That must have been a nice day. You got the, look at you, got the NBA shirt on, ready. Not
Yeah.
knowing. Did you know at this point that you were headed to Washington?
No, I didn't. And to be honest, I didn't know until they called my name because I know
Wow.
one place I wasn't going though was Philly because at the time um, they had the third pick and they were talking with my agent and I told my agent I was like, yo, I said no, I said no matter what, I said I'm not going home. I said so if they draft me, then it's going to be holdouts or whatever. But reason being, of course, I wouldn't have mind playing for the Sixers, but I couldn't have did that in the beginning of my career because one, I know I wasn't mature enough. I know I would have been out there in them damn streets and doing everything else that wasn't supposed to be doing instead of focusing on basketball, which got me to where I was. So that's pretty much the main reason why I didn't want to go back home when I first got drafted and play for the Sixers. But throughout my career, as I learned the NBA and matured, yeah, I wouldn't have mind going home and playing.
Well, let me ask you this question because we've seen videos of players that have thought they are going to be drafted high. They end up either sitting in the green room or in front of the camera and they watch themselves fall place by place, and they might be there until pick 15, 17. You, as a rookie coming into the league, now the context around asking this question is every time that you fall a place down, that's less guaranteed money, right? Because the
Fact.
first overall pick makes more. So you want to go first because you make a lot of money. But are you more concerned at that point with the cash, or are you willing to give back what was probably at the time the equivalent of $200,000 in exchange for the right fit? Or are you just trying to hear your name called at all costs? Like, which of those did you fall in? Because everyone's different. But where were you that day?
To be honest, man, truthfully, I was happy and blessed and thankful to be there. But to hear my name called out there, it was never a dream. I did when I was a little boy growing up in Philly. It was never my dream to play in the NBA, become an NBA player. To be honest, learning to play basketball is something that I had to work at. It didn't come naturally for me. My natural sporting event was track and field. So you could ask me stuff about that I know and history with that, but I had to learn how to play basketball. I had to learn how to dunk. I had to learn how to drop step. I had to learn how to play defense. And so when I was out there doing that when I was a youngin', yeah, it was fun. It was cool, but the way excuse me, the way that I guess the way that things move now out here is it's a little different. I guess a lot of kids grow up more wanting to hear their name called. But when I was up there, no, it was definitely a blessing, like I said, and I wanted to go to a team where I could definitely help make a difference. And Washington Bullets at that time, they were teetering on the brink of like just missing the playoffs for a couple years by a few games, and then when you make that playoffs, getting ousted the first round. So they were in the middle of having their lumps, getting their lumps, and I wanted to be part of that. But eventually, I got traded, and it was all part of the business. But to hear my name called, it was exciting, and I think it really didn't hit me for real, yo, until I bought my mom her first crib. That's when it
That's
really hit
awesome.
me like, I'm in the NBA now, and I was able to buy my mom this home, and I just stood out in front of her house for about a good 10 or 15 minutes, man. I might have shed a tear or two in there too,
Oh
but
yeah.
that's when it really hit me, bro. Not even the night they called my name, not even the first practice, not even the press conference in Washington, but it really hit me that I was in the NBA when I got my mom that crib, yo.